Okay, so this is a video game review for The Game of Life by Hasbro Interactive, released around 2000. If, like me, you love board games, then this one may be for you. Quite simply, it's a 3D adaptation of the classic board game of the same name, where the purpose of the game is to make the most money. Hardly original, I think you'll agree, but morality aside, this game plays well, and can support up to 6 players, human or computer. At the beginning of the game, you're faced with a choice of playing the classic board game or an enhanced version with a few mini-games, and you can choose your character and car from a sufficiently broad spectrum. After that, it's into the game. Now, the game takes place over 5 decades, from the 1950s to the noughties. Each era has you listening to different styles of music, and they sound really great. They add a lot of character to the game. Now, to begin with, you have a choice as to whether to attend university or simply get a job. While university costs, you have a better chance of getting the job and paycheck that you want than if you simply just jump into a job straight away. The job also isn't necessarily pointless, as when opponents land on a payment space which relates to your field of work, you can end up picking up that sum of money. I'll give you an example. If a player lands on an orange space telling them that they're going to go on a holiday to Africa, then if your character is the travel agent, you get that character's money, which otherwise would have just simply been taken from them. Orange spaces mean paying or receiving money, green spaces are payday spaces, blue spaces can have you swapping your salary with another player, and yellow spaces involve you either picking up money or playing one of these enhanced short mini-games, and they usually take under a minute long to play. Landing on a payday space, as shown right here, means that you can win your salary's worth of money from another player, and this balances the game out quite a lot. This levels the playing field. So, on top of that, during the course of the game, you buy a house, you get married, and you can also buy stock options, which are a number between 1 and 9, and you pay a bit of money for it, but every time someone spins that number in the future, you get, say, 10,000 or so in whatever currency it's in. So, overall, I would say that this is a very easy to understand game. Someone can pretty much pick it up and just go straight into it. And it's fairly short as well, and it's a nice 3D computerized version of a classic game. Some computerized versions of board games really stuff it up and are too difficult, or they have punishing computer AI or something like that. This isn't really the case. In this particular game I came third, but I didn't feel cheated out of the game, which is a really important thing. If I feel frustrated playing a game, then I'm not going to give it a good score, but I've never really felt cheated in this game. So and I've played this game numerous times. Now, while it tries a little bit too hard to be funny in this game, with sort of short jokes and things which have you sort of the tumbleweed passing by, this is quite a nice, unwinding, relaxing game and enjoyable to play with others. The games normally don't last more than 30 minutes, and the music and stylized 3D quirky look to the game makes that time pass pretty fast. So overall, I would say that this is a really good adaptation of a classic game, and has plenty of character and humour to it. So as that said, and the boat goes sailing into the sunset, I will end by giving this game a 6.2 out of 10, and that's me.